Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews. That's Cam with MrTruck.com on another adventure in the high country. This is Trail Ride 3 for my new Jeep. Well, it's 1987, and it's the first year of the Wrangler. We got our winch on, we got our light brights from Australia, our big off-road lights. We've got the new tires, big tires, 12.5 inches wide. We've got the rear locker, the front locker, the new 410 gears. So we're ready to climb a new mountain. We're up here at Bunce School. We're gonna go do the Iron Clads and then the TT33, the T33 where the airplane crashed, and then Mid-St. Vrain. This is Dave and MrTruck. Is that how we did last time?
I think so.
Dave and MrTruck Productions. And we got my nephew Alan all the way from Oklahoma and his big Jeep. Okay, now hold on, we're going to show you all about his Jeep. Okay, Alan from Oklahoma. What year is yours? Is I know mine's a YJ.
Mine's a JK, it's a 2016.
A JK 2016.
Unlimited.
Mine YJ. And what?
Unlimited.
Unlimited?
4-door, sport.
Why is it unlimited? Is that more options? Or
Unlimited is the 4-door.
Oh, cool. And you got a worn winch, I see.
Yes, it's the 8000S, and I got the synthetic rope.
Oh, good.
And I got wireless remote for it as well.
And you got lights all over. You got two fog lights, or what those are?
Those are spotlights. I just put the ember covers on them for riding around on a couple of them.
What the hell is this thing?
That's a factor 55.
What's that mean?
Ring. It's instead of using the hook, I put this on here, and you just use a D-ring.
The D-ring.
Hook
okay.
on here.
Cool.
They're a little bit better, a little stronger than.
Yeah, I've heard that they did some new things. Now, what lights are those up on the hood by the windshield?
All of them are rigid in the industry.
Yeah, rigid everywhere.
Yeah.
So what is it? Those just
the light bar?
Or,
yeah, it's light bar and then spots, and then I got two backup lights that are also rigid in the back, and I put the ember covers on them.
Oh, cool. Well, let's see these tires. These are gigantic tires.
These are 37-inch KM3s on 17-inch wheels.
Wow, those are tall.
I've got upgraded the front axles to the Ultimate 44, and then added the front and rear lockers.
Oh, you got 44s. Cool. So you 410 gears, or what gear do you have?
They're 513s.
Holy cow! Well, you'll be able to walk straight up the mountain.
I hope so.
It's a 4-door, and you got your friends in the back.
Yep, we got Creed and Roxanne here.
Oh, 2 Siberian Huskies. We can pull a sled down. You pull your Jeep out of a hole?
Yeah, we get stuck, they can pull us out.
Wow. Cool. I love these 4-doors. And you got an automatic transmission?
Yep.
Too cool.
And
well, you got special grab handles. I guess that looks like they're brass knuckles.
Yep, yeah. Easy to get my butt in there.
So we both have the kinetic ropes with us.
Yep.
And then you've got a soft top.
Yeah,
holy cow, look at the hitch on the back of that thing.
Well, I had to be able to clear the spare tire for Mom's
oh, I remember that.
Carrier and bikes and anything else, because the tire sticks out quite a ways. And
what's the Terraflex? Is that the name of the tire, or what's on the corner?
Terraflex, it's an aftermarket product. I've got their heavy-duty tire carrier put on here.
Yeah.
And it's got the high lift jack mount.
Oh yeah, that's
and neat. I got the Poison Spider backup light on there, and
you're all cool. Now, what is that, a CB antenna, or what's that for?
Yes, that's a CB.
So you have a CB?
Yes. Good,
because I was going to bring my portable one, because we know if we get really bad shape, we can call a trucker who can call somebody and come rescue us.
Yeah, I did that.
Cool. Now, David.
All right.
What year is your Honda?
2014.
Your 2014, okay.
Honda.
It's a Rancher 420.
420.
And it's electric shift, and it's actually got the real gears, so it'll slow you down. And we got our tree saw somewhere underneath here. I suppose it's probably getting rusty now, but yeah, you had this forever, never even changed a tire, just a battery.
Just the battery, that's all I've had to do with it.
Okay, we got our flags out. Now on mine, I've got the 410 gears, Spartan locker in the rear end, Spartan limited slip on the front, and I got 33s and they're 12.5 inch wide. We just added that to these. So we are modified to the max. and we got at least 3 inches of lift. We'll see if we can handle the Iron Clads as our first destination. So come join us.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Oh, red. Red means go.
Stay here, bud. Stay here, bud. I get you over
And
there.
you can get some of these rocks in it too. It's all beautiful.
You can get him in the ears. Come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hey. Come on.
We're gonna fight you off.
Come on. Come sit down, sweetie. Come sit down there. Come on. Sit for a minute. Please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading up Iron Clad with my old Jeep, my son on his 4-wheeler, and my nephew in his TJ or whatever it is. It's 2016. Yeah. What? What? Why?
Gas cap must have come off.
Well, I've been smelling gas the whole time. I figured just shaking around too much in there.
Well, and your gas cap's actually on. I don't know where it's coming through gas.
Well, I think it's the overflow. I think it's always bouncing around. You get gas on the ground?
Oh yeah, it's leaking out like a sieve.
Is it getting any better?
Yeah, it's better. There you go.
Yeah, I can smell gas. Let me back up the hill a little. I was going to climb that second stair. I don't want to climb the first one. Get out of you guys' way. Can you guys get through there? You guys get through there?
No, probably gonna have to go back further.
Well, let me go forward a little. Tell me how far I can go back, son. Okay. Well, you guys come on by. I'm gonna drive down on the flats and then come ride with one of you guys. Yeah, I filled this thing up, but all these angles, it just comes right out the gas cap.
Yeah.
We got a lot of gas coming out. we got it.
Okay.
Okay, we are climbing up the Iron Clads. I'm here with Alan because I'm spilling gas out my gas tank on my Jeep. And I know when we went to Texas Creek, I filled that up. But this is a lot steeper, and I think just being steep, I know it was splashing out a little, I could smell it. But up on some of these angles, it was just gushing out. So I'm going to try to get a different gas cap today. Oh yeah, I'll crawl up that. That's the one I was thinking about. I crawled right up that one too, but I don't know if you want to do that shelf over there.
Nah, not with the kids.
Oh. Because it's really not bad, and it's not pointed. It's,
No.
I've gone up that with ATVs.
Now
and
that would be an
everything else.
easy one to, but it's just where you're gonna go from there.
Well, the other side just goes down out that back by those trees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But you go wherever you feel safe.
Okay.
We're on the Iron Clads. So this is a TJ, or what is this?
JK.
A JK, I can remember that.
Yeah. 2016.
I think mine's a YJ, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
YJ, and then the TJ, and the JK. and
TJ,
now the
Thomas
JL.
Jr. Yeah, TJ. I remember TJ.
Wish I still had mine.
Really?
Yeah, if
Well,
I had that, I'd do that no problem. Had that short wheelbase, I'd go over anything.
Well, these ride so much better though. 4-door.
Yes, well, that's why I got this. Is, you know, my old dog was getting old, and getting in the back of it, you know, the TJs just had no room.
Right.
I'd take the back seat out and put a cushion back there and let her lay down in there, but it was just always rough, and taking the long trips to Colorado was not ideal. So
Yeah.
got rid of my truck and bought this. And
What
did
truck
it.
did you have?
I had a 2013 Silverado extended cab with
I
the
don't remember
suicide
that truck.
doors.
Did I ever see it?
I don't know if you did or not. It was on Facebook at one point.
Huh.
I put, as I was at the dealership, like, yeah, look what I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had kind of a, I don't think it was the smallest bed. That's one of the things I regret. I wanted to get a smaller bed and then get the full 4 doors, but I got the suicide 4 doors because I didn't think I'd get in the garage with
Yeah. Yeah.
with that bed. I should have looked longer, but it's one of those impulse buys, and
Yeah.
then you kick yourself later.
Yeah. See, that's pretty narrow. I think you're probably.
Well,
You can go either way. Can you clear all those rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Iron Clads. It's just a big loop. It's not too far. I'll try to get over to the plane. I can't believe my squirting gas like that.
You could have had, if you had fireworks, you could.
Yeah, it would have
Had
been
a little-
exciting. Guess I can't smoke a cigar when I'm riding in that Jeep.
No.
Pretty wicked.
Go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Match them flames.
Well, it'd take me too long to get out of the Jeep. I'd probably fry right there.
Well, you just have to start wearing one of those Kevlar suits.
I guess.
I don't know if Ethan's got one of those yet or
Well,
not
wool
for
is
his
fairly
races.
fireproof. I get my old wool sweaters on.
Yeah. 'Cause I know he does a helmet. I don't know if he ever messes with the suit stuff or not.
Yeah.
He's out there racing.
Well, I pull trailers with everything, and I know the 4-door is much better with a trailer than a 2-door.
Oh yeah.
2 doors are flat out scary, and I pull my Sea-Doo trailer around with the Jeep, but I don't take it on the road. I never got it to ride on the road. I got it to haul more grandkids and go off-roading with it.
I did all right when I was, pulling the mowing trailer and stuff. If you got things balanced out right, but if you got the back end heavier than the front, and then it starts fishtailing.
Yeah,
and
it
then
likes to sway. For
Then,
sure. Yeah.
but even with the 4-door, if I don't have it set just right, it'll start getting swirly.
Yeah.
But it's just a single axle. If I had a tandem, I think it would ride a lot better.
Yeah, but see, for off-roading, like when I took that Bronco Sport through all this stuff, we went right here with it.
Yeah.
And I had my two-wheel single axle ATV trailer, and that thing will go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty tall, and to drag it off the rocks. That thing I've backed it up on top of rocks to turn around in the middle of a trail. I've done everything to that trailer. Every once in a while, I'll flatten out the license plate, and sometimes when I back up in snow, I'll pull the light plugs out of the center section. But it's been an awfully good trailer. And I like it is I can drive right on into the truck plate. It's got a ramp on the front.
Yeah.
So that's the easy way to load motorcycles with that trailer. You'll get back here some really cool looking rocks. I'll have to come back here and go camp.
This is a loop, so eventually it goes back down the hill. I think where I have my Jeep's about the safest place to have it. It's nice and level and not too many people there. Hopefully the rock climbers will be there all day and they can keep an eye on it. So we go further or turn around here?
Oh, I think you want to go further. I'm now at the point I need to look at the book, because I think you got to go up that way to finish the trail.
And then come back this way?
No, I think it loops around on the other side of that mountain. There's a sign up there that may tell you. But I would go this way if you can.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to try to go.
I don't know what that sign says, stop, but this sign here is a trail sign, so that'll tell us a little more if you want to go through over there. Stare at it. But I think that's the finish of this. Goes up the mountain some further.
Go that way or go this way?
I'd go that way so I can get near the sign, because I think you can make it through those trees there. So my Dodge, my old Godzilla was too tall. I couldn't go through a lot of this stuff. It had a 4-inch lift and 3-inch body lift. Motor vehicles are required to stay on designated numbered routes. Okay, well, we'll pretend that's a number. Well, there's a route down there. I don't know where that goes, but I thought this is the one. Well, let's see. Maybe I should get my map out, because what's number is that? That's 216?
Yep.
Let me look at the map. Because I don't see one on this, and this looks like it's getting narrower.
I could still shoot through there.
Yeah, that may be where we end up going. Let me try to find.
Hey, you go up there, you definitely be losing your gas.
I know. That's a problem. I gotta see the gas. Hopefully, the gas cap will fix it. But okay. So,
Or get you a $high gin right gas tank. And
yeah, 216 is where we need to be.
okay. We're going that way.
It shows a 216A. We don't want to do that, because that takes us out in the middle of nowhere and dumps us. And that's probably what that one is. That's, yeah, I've been up that with an ATV, but I don't want you to tear up your rig.
That's what I was worried about. That's one thing with my TJ, I'd have a lot more visibility than I do on this one here. The hood and everything, the way it sits, it just, especially with the light bar on the hood, it's hard to.
Well, even mine, that square hood,
you just can't. You can't see. I can't see my fenders.
See, if I get on my ATVs and even my side by side, I can see everything. And that, that's what's cool about an ATV. Is you get up in some of the stuff, you can move it around with your hips. Shift weight, you can make the whole thing move over. Where you can't with a Jeep, you got to find your line before you go up it, or you're in trouble. But I'm trying to get used to the Jeep, because I learned out about the switchbacks, how I try to hit them straighter instead of trying to do them on a curve.
Yeah, you got to go out and around.
Yeah.
Especially like the one out on Engineer, because you go out there and you're like this, and then you're all of a sudden you're up.
Yeah.
And every time I do, it's like, I don't remember it being this steep. Every time I go up it, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to do 2 or 3 point turns to get through a couple of them. But then you got the ledge to worry about.
Yeah, that would be weird. I've done a few of those ledges, the shelves, but I don't know that I've liked any of them.
Well, when I was with other people, I didn't mind so much, but when I was out there by myself, it's usually one of those little sketchy.
Yeah, I think it is.
You have to jump out to see where your tires are at.
Oh, I know, and you need a spotter. I usually do that. I'll take Eric and his family, or take David, and that way they can spot me. Because that place by Mid-St. Brain, there's some first pile of rocks you got to go over, and I was in a 4Runner, and it wasn't modified by any means. And I sure can't tear up the new stuff, so Eric walked me through all those rocks, so I didn't hit anything. And then I had my granddaughter with me in the side-by-side, and we tried to finish this road, and down there at the bottom, one of those turns, it was going over the real rough rocks, and my granddaughter kept, every time she'd get scared, she'd hit me. So in the 4Runner, she's hitting me all the time, and it got irritated as hell. So we got into my side-by-side, she was still hitting me, and I know when she was scared that she was just reacting. But so I got more worried about watching her than I did watching the road, and we went up a hill around a corner, and I should have stopped and waited for the kids to come along so they could help back me down. But I got in a hurry and started backing up without a spotter, and I backed right into a hole, and the whole thing just fell over. So that's twice I've laid over that side by side. Did we lose David?
See him. Oh, here he comes.
Oh.
He's back on.
Okay.
He might have had trouble getting over some of them bigger rocks. Yeah, he's having to take it slow. He's on good on 2 wheels.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got it 4-wheel drive. A lot of times he forgets because it saves gas and he's tight.
Yeah.
So I'm always have to tell him, go ahead, put it 4-wheel drive. But because he can, first year we did this, he was learning, and I'd do the crazy dangerous stuff, and then he'd do it after me, and then after that I'd follow him around. Him and his daughter both got really good on these ATVs, so he's been doing it now 7 years. And if I had that winch this last trail, I could have got myself out of that predicament, but we got a bunch of guys on the one side holding it down so I could back up and get another run at it. It worked out. See, people climb up over that rock too, but I don't know what's on the other side of that one.
Well, that would be hard. It's just the guys that, you know, one of the shops I go to, he's got a buggy. He'd go about that one.
Wow, yeah.
That's where they go to, up to Grand Lake there in Disney, Oklahoma. They do that one, and there's a hill, it's called Viagra. And it's basically like this. And they got all them rock bouncers up there.
Yeah, some of them have quadra steer too. They can just turn around those tight corners. Oh, there's a ravine.
Well, that's interesting. Wonder if I'm going to have to drive up on the side there.
I would guess so, but you know what you're doing. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do.
Don't know how far it's going to slide. Yeah, I think that's the route I would take. But need your rockers, your lockers. The next hill's going to be a little crazier. Of course, you probably got plenty of room.
Well, the one bad thing is
You're getting real close on this side.
with the 3-inch lift in these 37s, I'd
There's a tree right there.
I'd hit the fender once in a while on the back.
Yeah, I can imagine. Ooh. Well, now you're tattooed from Colorado.
Hopefully not too bad. You guys okay back there, Roxy?
Oh, they're sleeping. They're just happy to be here.
And happy not to be locked outside.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep, that's what this road is. This is the Iron
The old
Clads.
shit, the old shit
This is
road.
the old shit road. Yeah. Yeah, if you climbing the walls to make it up through this.
Maybe I should have lowered my tires down.
Yeah, we're on a designated trail, so that means somebody's gone through here recently.
Just take it slow and so I don't puncture anything.
Yeah.
We don't have Chuck here to change a tire.
I know, we're about to call him. I wonder if David's figured out to put it in 4-wheel drive yet. He does that quite often. Is he still back there? Because I should be looking at one of these.
I don't see him yet, but that don't mean too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him he needs to have a CB so you guys can communicate, especially when he's out spotting for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I don't know how I'm going to do that.
It's like a seesaw thing.
Well, that one way up there.
Yeah.
That looks a little...
I think you could go to your left and be okay, but...
I wonder if he's going to make it.
Yeah, that one trough back there, he could have stayed clear left, but fine. I hope he doesn't try to straddle it. That's where you get in trouble.
Hate for him to get stuck.
Yeah, there's not a good place for us to stop. We're going to go back and see what
Go
he's
and
doing.
turn around. See, this is what
You got a good path through there between those rocks. Now, could you clear that front one?
I think I can. I just...
It's so nice having where you can turn your lockers on front and rear. Mine are just on the back, and then the front engages.
Oh shit.
We do position where we need a winch, or what do you? There you go. I don't know if you need to go left to get through there, if you can climb over all that.
Do whatever's the easiest right now at this point.
Yeah, we're in locker country. You gotta have the locker, so you just wouldn't go. Because it's still pretty steep, you know.
Yeah.
You got loose rock and steepness, and that's the part that I never enjoy.
Okay.
Eventually, well, which one of these is the road? Is it that way to the right? That's what it looks
I think
like.
this needs is just to end it, unless you want to turn around there and go back down.
Well, I think that's still part of the trail. I think it's a loop. It's a continuous loop. Unless you want to go back down, it's up to you.
Well, okay, so we don't come back down this part?
No, it's a loop, so it's all different roads.
Well,
So once you get past the peak, it's all good.
well, my concern is him. I don't.
Well, those ATVs will amaze you, and David's got the experience.
You might hold your stuff because it's getting bad up here.
Yeah, he's back there. He's fine. That ravine one's the only one that worried me, because he's done that before, fallen in the ravine and laid it over, and he was able to get it going again. I was up some way ahead of him watching him, and he was able to work that thing out of the ravine on his own, and you know, and he was laying clear on his side. He did so good on that, and that's how he learned. Is that a giant hole ahead of us? So that's what the plane thing has, a bunch of these kind of things.
What, that thing in front of us?
Yeah, you're long enough wheelbase, you probably can go rock to rock. See, I couldn't on my ATVs. When you get a big hole in there, I'm done. But you got a nice long wheelbase, so you can go rock to rock. Holy cow! Hope the cameras front and rear are getting all this, because this is good climbing. This is a big machine. Sure. I'm glad I got to see this before I took mine up here. I'm not so sure I'm going to come up here with my Jeep. Yeah, we should be close to the top of the mountain and just come right back down.
Go this way.
Yeah, and as I recall, it's a little easier going down. Well, you're doing good. So is we getting tough enough for you yet?
Oh, it's there.
I wanted to find you a good trail.
Is one of my rear fenders are going to still be there?
Yeah. Well, Jeep is supposed to have scars on it, otherwise it's not a Jeep, is it? It's not like Diane's or Joe's. They get waxed every week, probably.
Yeah.
A real Jeep's like my truck. I always like to see them muddy because I'm using them. It wasn't my church car, it was my daily drive.
Well, that's the only thing you worry about, though. When it's your daily driver, you got to take it home somehow. Not lucky like you that can afford to trailer it.
Yeah.
Poor Okies ain't rich enough like you Colorado.
Well, I've got, what do I have? I have 3 pickups and a Jeep and 6 test trailers. So I do have a fleet anymore. But yeah, that's what you got to have. So one of them's always running, you know.
Okay, do we want to stop and let him catch up?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I get to give him a little room to land, and we'll see. I'll check his blood pressure. And see, this is not as. I mean, this was bad, but I mean, I think that the airplane trail is a little worse.
Yeah.
But mostly it's big boulders, and you're used to big boulders. I'm not. Those I can't reach rock to rock with my stuff. It's not long enough. Oh, holy. What the hell? Reviewed a lot of hitches, videoed a lot of hitches, and my main hitch is Gen Y hitch. And this one is one we're going to try to
try to beat up. This is our series called Gen Y hitch versus the jackhammer. And I'll show you the jackhammer in a little bit. But people are always saying, well, yeah, you know, you get all these Gen Y hitches and you're prejudiced and all this other nonsense. They do that on my videos. They do it when I'm with Andre on TFL Truck. But what I always say as a response to that question is you find me a better hitch and I'll buy it. It's that simple. Holy cow, it did it, it did it. Okay, 60 degrees. Oh, holy cow. I broke off 2 chunks. Man, oh macro. Let me see. That's stuck. Holy cow. Now you can see the hole I was pounding away at. It made it square, but it didn't cave in the side by any means. It just drilled the hole out a little. Made it square and round. Can you see that from the camera? What I'm going to do now for my next trick, I'm going to drill through the hole of the solid shaft. Okay, I'm on the hole of the 2-inch shaft that goes in your receiver of your truck. When I use a hole, which helps the jackhammer stay put, which is the only way I can get the jackhammer to stay put, is starting in a hole. And you can see that hole, I made this hole. You can see it's somewhat square too. And that's about all I can do. Look at them, there's no indentation where I was pounding, even on the hole when I was pounding on it. It didn't cave in the side, it didn't even move the side. Whack! Whack! Okay, these squares, when I'm pounding on with a sledgehammer and using the chisel and using the punch, and it never deflated or never distorted the squares. That's 2 layers of steel on each side. And then there's 2 layers between each one. They're all a lot of metal in there. And it never moved, it's still square, but I did tear up the holes a little. Now you can see that one, I chipped some chunks out of it. That's the hole, I squared it up, and there's the chisel marks. You can see the chisel marks, there's several of them there. Chisel mark there, chisel mark there, chisel mark there. That's from that impact chisel. And so it tried, but that's all it would go. It never dug in. And that was the round tool I used, and it made it square. Now let me flip it over and show you the other side. Ah! Now you can see these. Now you can see the square one there. That was around when I stuck that tool in, that punch tool, and it made it square. That's all it could do. So as I said before, if you can find a better hitch, a stronger hitch, a hitch that will never wear out on you, let me know, because I'll buy it. I don't think anything beats these Gen Y hitches. So I use them every week.